You're watching The Ready Writer, a show where I get to speak to writers of all different genres, mediums, and experiences. The Ready Writer. Are you ready? Welcome to The Ready Writer. Today's guest is Rebecca Whitman. We continue our interview we started on healthy and wealthy conversations. Let's continue this conversation. We begin with her discussing her book, How to Make a Six-Figure Income Working Part-Time.
The book is not really a financial plan to make six figures part-time. It is more of a framework to live your life within these 7 key areas so you don't burn out. So the 7 key areas we already covered: spirituality. The second one is physical, making time every day to move your body, to stretch your body, to hydrate your body, to take supplements, and just take care of your body. Because if you don't have your physical health, you can have all the money and all the love in the world and you won't be able to enjoy it. So that's the second pillar, and I believe in building your day around your exercise. The third pillar is emotional. I believe that all emotions come from either scarcity or abundance. So we're either in there's not enough of whatever it is I think I want. There's not enough money. There's not enough love. There's not enough time. There's not enough attention. There's not enough energy. Whatever it is, if I'm saying it's not enough, if I'm complaining, I'm in a scarcity conversation. I want to switch that to an abundance conversation. There's plenty of love. There's plenty of money. I have plenty of time. I have plenty of energy to do everything that I want to do. So the next one is romantic. And because I have been in so many toxic, painful relationships, I know through personal experience, the only way to truly be balanced, beautiful, and abundant is to walk away from toxic people. And that is especially in the romantic area. If we're having a hard time in our love life, it makes everything harder. It makes our health harder, our financial abundance harder. So I encourage people to leave those unfulfilling toxic relationships, and I know how tough that can be. The next one after romantic is mental, and that is all about learning, like listening to this awesome show that Casey has. You're learning right now, so congratulations on working on this pillar of abundance. You can listen to podcast, YouTube, Audible. I mean, we really are in the golden era of mindset. You can take a class, you can learn a new language. There's so many different apps where you can learn languages right now, learn a recipe, just continuing to grow your mind. And after mental is social. You can be socially abundant. You can have lots of friends, lots of events, lots of things that really enliven you. And I think a lot of people are feeling lonely. I know since the pandemic, it's been an epidemic of suicide and depression, and people are lonely and isolated. And now that the world has opened back up again, a lot of people are kind of out of the habit of socializing. So I would encourage you, if you're listening to this and you haven't been going to live events, parties, networking events, classes, to get out there and connect. I mean, Zoom can only take you so far. There's a magic that happens in live events. And to find a community, community creates immunity. Having a group of like-minded people who inspire you and who you aspire to be like can change your life. And the final pillar of abundance, Casey, is financial. Now, everyone, when they think of abundance, they think financial, but in my experience, money is the last piece of the pie. So when you are spiritually and physically fit, when you are happy, when you're in love, when you have great friends, when you're constantly learning and improving your mindset, it is a lot easier to attract opportunities. And that's why I actually call myself the Magnetic Abundance Mentor, because I teach you how to use the law of attraction to actually magnetize great opportunities to yourself. And when you have all these 7 areas of life working together, it's more like work-life harmony than balance, because you can't do all 7 at the same time. It's kind of like a symphony or an orchestra. There's certain parts of your day where you focus more on others, and even certain parts of your week. So that is an overview of the book.
Rebecca was asked to share her book publishing journey. She shares how she went from writer to published author.
Yeah, I mean, I was recommended to a publisher by my coach, and I really believe in coaching. So everybody should have a coach showing them what to do. But I had a coach, and he referred me to a publisher. But now there's something on Amazon where you can self-publish. So you can just look it up. I mean, just look up self-publishing on Amazon. They make it really easy, and Amazon will actually publish your book for you and print it and mail it and do everything. So you just have to submit it to Amazon, and they have a whole like website just for self-publishing. So it's a really easy way. You don't have to wait for a big book deal anymore.
Rebecca not only has a paperback, she has her book in audio format. She shares her experience in publishing an audiobook.
The audiobook was also a producer of audiobooks that was referred to me. And it was a really interesting experience. I went to the Valley, which is a suburb of LA, and it was in somebody's house. They had a home studio, but it's a big publisher, Blackstone Publishing. And I had to record it all day long, just me in a sound booth. And it's not even a long book. I mean, it only came out to be 2 hours. So if you want to get it on Audible, I know it's offered on Audible very inexpensively. So yeah, I had to record a lot because if your hair touches your collar, if you hit the mic, if you like smack your lips, like I had to say that. Have you ever done it, Casey? Is that why you're
No.
nodding? I had to sometimes say the same sentence like 5 times, and it was very mentally intensive. And I actually got to appreciate my book because, believe it or not, I didn't proofread my book. I just sent it to a proofreader, and I was like, I kind of like gave birth to it, and I was done with it. I really believe that done is better than perfect, and I didn't want to just go over it again and again and again. I just wanted to be done with it. And when I read it, I was like, oh yeah, it's pretty good. I actually really enjoyed it.
If you are aspiring to become a published author, Rebecca shares insight on how to go from aspiring author to published author.
I would say submit the manuscript to all the traditional publishers in your genre. And if you don't get a publisher, then do the self-publishing thing on Amazon. It's worth it just to get your book out. And there are so many like really bad books that are self-published on Amazon that I looked up, and I mean they're not proofread or anything, and people are buying them. So I would say that just do it. Done is better than perfect. Just publish it, and you can say you're a published author, and then you keep going, and I'm sure your next book will be even better. I still have to write my next book. Everyone's like, when's your next book coming out? So I started like a memoir, and then I got sidetracked. I think the hardest part about writing is actually just time blocking the time to do it, because a couple of my businesses have taken off and I haven't got back into writing. So the next book I write, it's going to be on the 7 steps to manifest your soulmate in midlife.
That is all the time we have for you on today's episode of The Ready Writer. I would like to thank our guest, Rebecca Whitman, and of course you, as always, audience, thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great day.